Have you guys heard of the Backrooms? I'm sure you have. But if you haven't, let me enlighten you, because I've been obsessed with the Backrooms for a while now. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say obsessed. That's a pretty harsh term. What I mean is it's caught my interest lately. So the Backrooms are a theory that there's liminal space between two universes, or two parallel universes. At least that's how I understand it. So let's just say you have really bad luck and you're walking along and you fall into a parallel universe. You know, like the Mandela effect. Only remember, you have really bad luck. So instead of going to a universe, you glitch in between. Yep, lucky you. Well, neither universe fully loads, for a lack of a better term. So what you end up with is just the same thing over and over. So if you're in an office, it's just a maze of offices, only without all the life and people. And if you read about this, they say that there's different levels of the back room, but what I think is there aren't different levels. It's just one level, but it depends on where you are when you glitch. That will depend on what the back room looks like. So if you glitch in an office, it's going to be offices. If you glitch in a parking lot, it's going to be parking lots. And if you find yourself there, it's almost impossible to leave, because it's hard to move universes on purpose. Not that any of this is true. I'm just saying, if it were true, this would be what I would think it would be. Think of it like a video game. You know, when you accidentally go into a place that you're not supposed to go, you know, you clip out of the map and then it's just like redundant patterns over and over until you find your way out or end the game. Well, it's like that, but with life. And I love that concept. It's really cool to me. So that's what I'm building today. I'm building the first level of the Backrooms. Or I guess level 0, which is not the first level. Or I mean, it's the first level, but it's not level number. I don't know. You know what I mean. So I built this box and now I'm adding the fluorescent lights, because on level 0, there's supposed to be fluorescent lights. And as I added these lights, I realized I added them a little too close to the edge and they aren't looking fluorescent-y. Fluorescent-y. Anyway, so I took them all out. And instead I'm adding all these mirrors to help reflect the light around instead of being like pinpoints of light. And then I'm gluing the lights farther away from the light holes. Does that make sense? That way my light holes aren't as lit as closely. Yeah, anyway, so I wanted this box to taper towards the end so that it looks longer than it actually is, but that was a lot harder than I planned it to be. Mostly because I refuse to measure anything. I don't know, I can't comprehend numbers, okay? So I printed out a checkered floor to help. And I think it worked. See, I'm installing the carpet now and I'm not measuring anything. I'm just tracing it. That's how I do like 99% of my projects. And they all seem to work out. I don't know. So another thing about level 0 in the Backrooms is the yellow wallpaper. Everything's supposed to have a monotone yellow feel. And the carpet's supposed to be moist and musty. Ugh. I don't know why, but that grosses me out. Like moist carpet. So I made big moist marks on the carpet. And I started to paint the ceiling moist, but then I realized, you know what? I bet the ceiling would be popcorny. So the closest thing that I have to a textured ceiling is this jar of sand that I'm painting onto the ceiling. And that gives it a textured ceiling feel. Although technically if it was an office, it probably would have a tiled ceiling. But I figured that out after I made the texture, so it's too late. We're moving on. So I wanted this room to feel bigger than it is. Like it just keeps going on forever. So I thought maybe mirrors would work, but I didn't really have a mirror. All I had was sticky mirror. And when I stuck it to cardboard, it made it all bumpy. So I just stuck a mirror on top of the mirror. That way it's not bumpy anymore. See? Big brain Ashley. Sometimes I figure things out. So if I were stuck in the Backrooms, I think I would try to go through the ceiling. Like I would wonder what's up there. Could you reach the other universe somehow by going through the ceiling? I feel like that's the key. I mean, if we're being honest though, the first thing I would do would be panic and probably run for miles and miles. And what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? Is that why the carpet's moist? Ew. I mean, eventually you would die of hunger. Unless you don't get hungry in between universes. That would be terrible. I mean, you would think it would be good because that would mean that you would live longer, but also you would live longer. You know what I mean? Like at what point are you losing your mind with the monotony and the loneliness and the fluorescent lights? Because fluorescent lights are the worst. Speaking of lights, I'm adding lights to the end of the hallway so that it looks like the hallway just goes around a corner. And of course I gotta add the shiny stuff so that it reflects the lights out. And there it is. You can't tell yet because I don't have the lights on, but it will look like that hallway goes around the corner. Next, I want to make an endless door with this mirror. Ooh. Are there two fingers? Nope. It's just me. See, now my door looks like it goes on forever. Shwabam. So because I'm too lazy to make a staircase, I just made this ramp and it just gives the illusion that there's stairs behind there. Aha. Work smarter, not harder. And then I'm making a second doorway to reflect on the first doorway so it looks like a doorway in the mirror of the other doorway. See what I'm saying? And then that room will be black so it looks like it's just a black hallway. I guess. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done anything optically illusionally, so you might need to cut me some slack on this one. But I'm making the wallpaper look like it's all falling off and molded because I assume it would be all moldy with that moist carpet underneath. Wait, hold up. Watch this. Washa! Ready? Here we go. Bam! That's right. We got 2 short walls, which I'm installing now. Man, I should have hid something creepy behind these walls. Oh well, too late now. Ooh, but you know what's creepy? Unsafe stairs. So I gotta add the stair railing. Do you think OSHA extends to the back rooms? Whoa, did you see that? Yeah, I don't exactly know why I painted it because I end up pasting wallpaper over it. So yeah, I covered the entire box in yellow wallpaper. That way the monotony extends to the outside. I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. But I thought the walls seemed a little bare. I mean, I know that they're supposed to be bare, but I wanted to jazz them up still. So I just used some of my makeup and did a little tape shadow. You know, like there were pictures hanging here at one point, but then they disappeared somehow. Ooh, spooky. And then the final touch, a quote. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stank of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, and the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of random, segmented, empty rooms to be trapped in. Anyways, what do you guys think? Are you creeped out? Should I try another level? Also, don't forget to follow me. It really helps me out. Okay, thanks, bye.